So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
So off we go then. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mahrez.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Brown. Sarmiento. Middlesbrough disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Over to the right flank. Brown. Spread it left. That's good play. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Schlupp, looking to play him in. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Just eases him off the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, played right into his path. And it's Mahrez. There's the shot! And that was very necessary. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's been hooked away. Middlesbrough are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Brown looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's a sharp little ball here. Pass is just off target. And he's quick to get rid. Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Spread to the right. And the keeper beats it away. And smartly reclaimed. Defending of the desperate variety. Vardy is herring after that one. Referee's given a throw. Crosses it in, and he gets rid in a hurry. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately, this is Vardy. That's going to go a long way. It's gone for a throw-in. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He leaps for it! No, not the best of headers.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Sarmiento. And Ayling. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Lovely bit of skill. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's an imaginative pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. it's made its way to him. Out towards the flank. That'll be a throw. Nicely weighted ball. And he walked. Great chance! And he's done it! A goal at a really telling moment. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Middlesbrough are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
In with the challenge. Mahrez. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Leicester coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players. Substitution in progress.
So the action resumes.
Leicester can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hoisted in. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now they can clear their lines.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Leicester do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Vardy. And he was quick to react. That has been slung wide. And it's Okazaki. Now it's Kramaric. It's Okazaki! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Leicester still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Sarmiento. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, that's been intercepted. Sarmiento. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Pass somewhat off target. Could move up a gear here. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Oh, it's played into the area. And that has been knocked clear. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Leicester really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Okazaki. And here's Vardy. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's trying to hit the front line here. He's had it taken off him. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Passes short and sharp. Brown has found the net here, of course.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a throw. Middlesbrough can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Coming on the field, number 23, number 17, number 20. Substitutions taking place.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's bust, and the shot! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Is number 28.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
23.
So they have it all to do again.
Leicester really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Spread neatly. Deftly away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Okazaki. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
2 added minutes has been
The
indicated.
final seconds now. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, nice touch. And it's played in. Tries to get it clear. And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Leicester can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both,
there it is, everyone.
good afternoon.
It's finished four square.
Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies.
Hello,
and
everybody,
quite
and
a
welcome
contest
to today's
ahead of
match.
us. This really is a feel-good football match. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And this is now today's
Jim, you've
lineup.
played in games of this nature.
Number
Who can
one.
make the difference?
Michael.
Yeah, and N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. So it's down to business here. West Bromwich disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Vardy. Now it's Okazaki. Engages and forces him off the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good-looking ball. Monga.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Vardy. Chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's good play. He's having a pop! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Imrai. Taylor. Knocks it into space. Conte. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Played out towards the right wing. Monga. And this is off. Big chance! He scored! And we have liftoff! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Monga. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a key interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Okazaki is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Phillips. Imrai. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's a promising position. Very nicely done. Flings in across. And he can clear it away. Not the most accurate pass. Taylor. He's in a great position here. Taylor. Ball swung. Bullish header! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitution on the field, number 2.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
West Bromwich really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
He has a look up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Leicester have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Now it's Vardy. Great chance! Vardy! This man is special! A finish right from the top draw. And they've got their lead back. He gave it plenty and some. Crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Vardy is second in the league scoring charts. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Maya. Tries to dink it through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Quality ball. Kante does really well to win the ball there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's shifting through the gears here. Monga. Shot goal! And he's stuck it away. And they're threatening to fly away here. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Monga demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Leicester now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now that looks a decent ball. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Leicester claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
That gets us going once more. Taylor. There will be a throw-in. Conte. Vardy might just make this. Monga. That's a nicely shaped ball. Monga has it out wide. Decent chance! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, that really should have found the net. The service was faultless, and I'm going to leave it there.
Cleared away. That's tidy. Delivers the ball. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. This is a promising build-up.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Opts for safety. Now he's off and running. Maya. And it's Okazaki. Pinches it off him. And he was quick to react. So what can they make of this? Schlupp. Conte. Leicester perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. The referee has given a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Dijk.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's being shifted off it. It's been shipped out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Vardy. Monga. Lovely shot! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Leicester palpably stronger, better, superior. Taylor tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide, and that is well cleared. Vardy.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Imran. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Vardy. Just about up to 75 minutes. It's come to nothing. Maya. Dijk. Maya. Over to the right flank. West Bromwich can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Conte. Schlupp. And it's Schlupp. Conte. It's a promising position. Taylor. Monga. Vardy looking understandably energised after his goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Taylor. Dyke. Goes looking wide. In early. Defending of the desperate variety. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that pass isn't the best.
This is the time you need that pace.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
2 added minutes.
And this is Okazaki. He's having a hit! Great strike, the test for the keeper.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And the referee brings it to a close. Leicester have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Monga, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Leicester definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So there it is, everyone. Now big
So
up
before
for
we
our
go,
players.
many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And this is now today's lineup.
They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And that gets things running. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Vardy. Mahrez. Real chance! And that was struck with genuine force. They've got to be quick to recover this. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Erankunda. That's destined for the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Driven in. Defending of the desperate variety. And the shot's on here. James. Okazaki. And now the breakaway. And he's worked it through. Leicester are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And it's made its way to him. Watford claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. They've played it short. Erankunda receives it in a good position here. Great defending, strong and determined. He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Leicester are looking to go forward now. James. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Erankunda. Is there any support? He might not need it. And the shot! lacking in accuracy.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oh, that's a key interception. Mondi, nicely spread. Now Irankunda. That's going to go a long way. But they've got it again. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Space for him to turn and look. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Towering header! Harmlessly behind. Conte, a probing pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Mondi. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Mahrez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mondi. Okazaki. Irankunda. It's a pretty loose pass. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Mondi. Just eases him off the ball. James. And here's Mahrez. Now it's Okazaki. That's a delicate pass. Shoots!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Mahrez. And he's intervened well there. Chilwell.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Okazaki. Vardy picks out, takes a shot!
Well, he certainly was.
Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
And here is the first touch of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Conte.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he plays one through. Oh, nice touch. Cross needs to be good. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that is well cleared. He's found a way through. Delivered low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That is a great pick out, and he's certainly onside here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Okazaki. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Vardy. Shot a goal! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Leicester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Leicester have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
James being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see. That's just playing it safe and simple. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Irankunda. Shot could be on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. And he's straight offside. Watford can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, number 23, Numpeli Mondi. Coming on the field, number 18, number 15. Substitutions taking place.
Leicester still have the cards to affect this game. Conte looking understandably energised after his goal. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's worked it through. Okazaki. That has not gone well.
Leicester clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's through here. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Mahrez. Not the most accurate pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Leicester making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Leicester have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Driving forward. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. It's a promising position. Pings in across. Chance! And a neat finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Leicester are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Tries to play it through. And this is Vardy. This looks promising. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer.
Any thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Now it's Vardy. Great vision, and he's worked it through. And he's gone looking for safety. 5 minutes to add. Threads one in. And he's got his range wrong there. Now it's Vardy. The less said about that pass, the better. And time is up. Leicester come away having earned what they always set out to earn, the maximum complement of points. Vardy picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Lads. Let's hope for better luck
Thanks to
next
Jim.
time.
We both wish you a very good evening.